family, what's going on? Klaus here, and welcome back to Surviving with Mekanism, because last time was amazing. We got the solar generator up, and so therefore, our machines are able to run a little bit faster. We got a 5 out of 8 speed upgrade. You can go to 8 out of 8, but the effect is crazy expensive. We now use 88.91 joules per tick. Rounded up, that's like 250, 260 joules per tick, and this machine here is doing 256, plus we have the 17 from our heat generator. So we're pretty much running even right now, which is perfect, but obviously we have more machines that we want to add to the line. So what we're doing today is we're actually going to work on our facility, and I've got an extra shovel too, an extra iron shovel, because we got lots of digging to do. I'm thinking that we're going to be building on this level, 1 block above the water level. And so, actually, we may not need to dig all that much. Let's just dig through this real quick and see what we can get up to. Obviously, we're going to be digging in also a basement of sorts for our building. So, let's just see what we can get up to here. Hopefully, I don't fall into the water. There we go. I was worried there for a second. I was like, sometimes these things have ledges and I'm about to fall straight into the water, but that's fine. It would have been fine. My character hasn't taken a bath in a long time anyway. And speaking of taking a bath, we need to go to the Nether. Not that made any sense to anybody, but the reason why I said that is because you get quartz from the Nether, and quartz makes a beautiful building material for bathroom type buildings or type rooms, and obviously we're gonna need one of those. So, you know, something to think about. But for now, let's just chop all this out. I'm not gonna let anything determine where my building is. I'm gonna want it all to be dirt or grass. There we go. Okay. So now, use that to get rid of all the grass. There we go. And here. Very good. Alright, so I'm thinking we need to start roughly here. I'm gonna try to leave that alone, so we may end up doing like a little bit of a bridge. Like once you step out of the back door, you kind of go over it, or you can go next to it. I think that next to it may actually work pretty well. And then the farm and everything won't be there forever. So I'm thinking the corner should be something like right here. So let's grab our cobblestone. I should have grabbed more cobblestone, darn it. Let's go grab some more cobblestone because we're gonna need it to build the walls. Obviously, I'm not gonna build the walls out of dirt. That would be counterproductive. So let's grab all this cobblestone, and also I don't have any wood, do I? I mean, I have this spruce log. I guess that'll work. Yeah. Alright, so cobblestone. You're going to be marking our place, and we're going to start building pretty soon. I want this place to be big, but not too big. So hopefully I can learn from previous builds, right? So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If that's the middle right there. If we do like a 10 and then another 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if this is the vicinity, right? The facility, sorry. Then that'll be the long edge. And then actually, you know what? Let's just make it big. Why the heck not, right? That's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if this is a square, if we decide to make it a square, then that's how big it's going to be. I'm thinking we make it a bit rectangular. So I'm thinking like that was 20, so 19, 18, 17, 16? I think 16? 17. 16, 15. Let's do 15. So we're gonna make it 15 by 20. Slap some dirt in there. And now we can put in the other corner, because we did do one corner and then the other. So that'll be the corner here and the corner here. That'll be it right there. Okay, and then I need to make an axe so that I can actually cut down those trees quickly, but I think that this is a good footprint for our building, guys, which means we're gonna need a lot of material. I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna have enough. But, first steps first, I'm gonna dig the basement. So, definitely gonna need another shovel. Yep, thank you very much. Pre-planning, it's always a smart thing to do. And the basement is gonna need to go, let me think for a second. The basement's gonna need to go at least, because we're gonna have, it's at least 3 below the surface. So this is, basically this is level 0, and then we'll cut down 3 more levels. That'll be the plan. And this is basically, mowing the grass, right? This is what this reminds me of, because I always mow the grass. This is backwards, actually. Normally you mow it the other direction. You know, counterclockwise, but, I'm just gonna leave that tree there for now. I'll cut it down here in a little bit. But this is kind of what that's reminding me of, dude. It's going in a big circle. It's the longest at the very beginning, and then about halfway through the job, the circles start getting annoying, and you have to kind of cut it in half just to make it to where your lawnmower can turn fast enough. If you're doing a riding lawnmower, if you're not doing a riding lawnmower, then you're gonna struggle. Depending on how big your yard is, obviously. And this reminds me, I need to light up the area right now because we got some darkness creeping up on us. You know how darkness is. If a darkness creeps up on you, then creepers can start creeping up on you, and that is not okay. So let's just quickly light up the area. I think that'll do on this side at least. And then on this side, we'll light up a little further along, especially along the edge of the water. This is good. I've been needing to do this for a while now. I've felt like I'm kind of out in the wilderness, but if I actually light it up and make it, if I actually light it up and make it to where we're, you know, not in the darkness all the time, I don't have to sleep if it gets dark, you know, then I don't feel quite like I'm in quite as hostile territory. Obviously, we're always in hostile territory. This is Minecraft, for heaven's sake. But, you know, at least it'll be a little bit more manageable territory. Yeah, this is looking good. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so now I don't have to go to sleep immediately. I think that we've pretty much spawn-proofed the area. And I think that I've done 2, I'm about to start my 3rd ring, right? Yep, so let's do counterclockwise. This is the direction that I'm used to doing when I mow. Once we get past the green, then it won't feel like I'm mowing as much and it won't matter, but as of right now, that's what it feels like. And actually, if I had a diamond shovel with some really, really great stuff, like efficiency and stuff, then we would chew through this super fast. And then I just realized there's gonna be rock underneath this. So, good thing we have that diamond pickaxe, right? Very good. So, yeah, the shovel's totally about to burst. Maybe we should build that atomic disassembler. That's gonna be a big pain, but it may be worth it. I mean, I've got the diamonds, that's pretty much it. Oh, I don't have the obsidian, I don't think. Definitely have to have obsidian for that to work. There it goes. Do I have any obsidian? Do I have any way to get obsidian? I don't think I do. I mean, I have a way to get it, because I've got iron, or I mean, I've got lava right there I'm not going to be using, so I could just, like, set down the lava and make it into obsidian. But I'd rather just go get obsidian out of, you know, whatever. Right? Have I never gotten any? I haven't. That's right. Okay, well, let's just make a few more shovels then, because that's just easier for me at this moment. I'm really wanting to just get this done, so, let's make a stack of these. And let's make a stack of these. And then we can make 2 shovels. There we go. Alright guys, so the facility is on its way! Obviously, it doesn't look like much, but at least we have... I think it's a decent sized building too. I don't think it's gonna be, like, leaving a lot to be desired. I think that we're going to be able to get everything done that we want to get done in this place. And I can make it as tall as I want. And I can actually make it to where, if I wanted to, I can go higher eventually if I wanted to. So, this is good. This is really good. What I'd like to do is I would like to go find me a jungle. And I would like to... This is level 1, by the way. I've got to go down to 3. So, but eventually I would like to go down to I'd like to find myself a jungle, because I think that surrounding myself with jungle trees would be really, really cool. So eventually, once we get production up and running and we have all the machinery necessary, we can make like scuba gear, we can make a jetpack, all that stuff. We can make it easier to travel. The only problem though is jetpacks are great, but you can't travel horizontally that well. So obviously the top priority would be to, either get a glider. Are you able to get a glider in Mekanism? Do I need to download another mod maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look. Also, you notice that I skipped the rock. I would rather just do all the dirt now and then swap materials and do the rock later. So... plans for this building, guys. This is going to be our house. It's also going to be our production plant. It's going to be where our sorting system goes for our items. And just overall, this is our home. It's our headquarters, and I'm super excited about it. I have never built anything quite like this before. I have plans that are going to be quite different than things that I've done in the past, but at the same time, things are going to be very similar to what I've done in the past. Like, for instance, my power production system will be underground, and it'll feed power up to my machinery. That's the plan anyway. Eventually, we'll do a reactor, like an atomic or a fusion reactor. I think it's called an atomic reactor. No, I think it's a fusion reactor. Either way, that'll be something that'll come up eventually. Like, once we get to the point where we're needing stupid amounts of power and I can't keep up with the solar generation and I can't keep up with the gas generator, which is the next step after solar. Or you can actually do wind turbines as well for power, but the problem with wind turbines is you have to be higher up in elevation, and as you can see, I'm kind of like near water level, so my elevation's not that great. Okay, this is level 2. And I've chopped out all the dirt on level 1 that I'm aware of, so I can swap to the pickaxe here next time. Yeah. Very good. And I love seeing these things happen. I don't know why, I mean, I've been criticized a little bit in the past for things moving slowly on these kinds of series, and I'm not apologizing for that. I mean, this is a very natural, a very raw Minecraft experience, and we're really exploring different mods. Like, we're not going to just stick with Mekanism. There's other mods out there, but right now I want to flush out Mekanism completely. I want to do everything that it has for us and then move on to something else. I saw a lot of people wanting me to get into Tinker's Construct, a lot of people wanting me to get into like mystical agriculture again, and Ender IO and just different mods like that. So there's a lot that can be done right now, but the bottom line is this is about the raw experience. Like, you know, I don't know. I find series done on YouTube that are too polished to be... they're not fun to watch, in my opinion. I mean, I know I'm probably in the minority, but I'm gonna do what I find to be the most enjoyable for a YouTube series, and that's what I like to watch. So, if you guys are down with it, let me know in the comments. If you guys prefer a quicker, more polished experience, then I mean, I can help. I can try a little bit. Like, you know, like last episode. Last episode, we came into the video ready to make that solar generator. I didn't have to do any prep for it, and that's about as polished as these videos will probably ever get. So, hopefully you guys are down with at least that kind of prep. And it looks like we're pretty much done with the... oh, wow. Pretty much done with all the dirt, and we have just a few more blocks left. And then we're ready to switch over to the pickaxe. So making 2 more iron shovels really paid off. I'm gonna pick up all the dirt while I'm down here. There we go. Very good. I'm about to max out. Yep. Alright, let's just take these seeds. No one needs these seeds. There we go. Okay, so that's 0, 1, 2, and 3. Very, very nice. All right, so now I can switch over to my pickaxe, and this should go fairly quickly because it's diamond. I would love it if I could get maybe like a different type of enchantment on this thing to keep it from losing durability. But here's the thing. I plan on moving on to using the atomic disassembler sooner rather than later. That may be the next big focus after we get this building built. So for me, I'm not really all that interested in you know, preserving my diamond pickaxe or anything like that, because eventually it won't matter. Obviously, getting something that has silk touch will come in handy. Maybe we can turn this pickaxe into the silk touch thing. But then if we do that, then we can't use mending to recover its durability. So I'm really not too sure what I should do here. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Obviously, getting something like unbreaking on this will help it to stay alive longer, and then we can use like an AFK fish farm just for the sake of getting the experience. We don't necessarily have to use the AFK fish farm for the loot that you get, although the loot is great, you know, different enchantment books and things like that. But for me, it's mostly about the experience, the EXP. Though I don't like to have to change my key bindings on Windows to where I'm able to, you know, fish automatically. I'd probably just sit there and hold the button myself or something. I'm not sure. And if you're not too sure what I'm talking about with an AFK fish farm, just Google it. There are lots of great examples of it. We'll be building one likely, eventually, maybe someday. But I don't plan on using it for anything besides gaining experience and recovering any tools that may or may not have mending. And speaking of mending, you have to have villagers for that. Or you have to find a mending book by fishing. So, yeah. It's going to be an interesting conundrum to solve eventually, right? And I just realized I'm not picking any of this up. What's the deal? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Here, let's dig out of here. Give ourselves a way out. And here. Let's get ourselves a chest. And then there's a mod that I want to take advantage of, but I gotta get some iron first. It's called Metal Chests, and it allows you to expand the, hold on. Gold. No, I think iron will work just fine. So basically, there is a mod that allows you to expand the durability, or the amount of stuff that'll fit inside of a chest by basically, you surround iron around some planks, and it'll give you a wood to iron chest upgrade. And then here's what I'll do. I'll smack that thing down, pick up everything. Okay, don't pick up everything, that's fine. We'll put that down. And then I'm gonna grab that upgrade, right click it, and there you go. We have now basically a double chest. And then what I'll need to do next, if I want to expand the what it can hold again, then I'll need to actually grab some gold, surround it around some iron, and then we can actually expand this up even further. So that's just something that will come in handy probably here in the near future. But let's go top down there and pick up all that stuff, and then we can do the last level of basically digging a giant hole. That's what today's been about. Dig a giant hole and fill it with stuff. Okay, wait. Yeah, so this is gonna be, so I definitely like it to be at least 3 tall, which means the floor, if we don't dig down to 4, then that means that the floor will actually be a natural floor, which is fine. It's just a basement, but it's not ideal. But I'll wait. I'll dig that next time, because I think that we've seen enough digging and it's now time to start building something. Also, I think that I would prefer to make the walls out of wood instead of cobblestone, so I may need to do some chopping of some wood before we start the next episode, before we actually like move on to building the walls and all that stuff. So, but let's go ahead and dig this level out first. That way we at least have the basement built, because we're already at nearly the 20-minute mark in this episode. It's crazy how fast this goes by, guys. Really, really crazy. Those seeds, the seeds sitting there floating around on the basement floor is kind of funny. Also, we need to find ourselves some bamboo. I'm always in the mood for some bamboo. On my just regular 1.15 series, I just found it. Found it inside of a chest, and it was amazing. That was like a week ago, roughly. And so, Yeah, it helps a lot because then you can make scaffolding. You can. Oh, it's getting dark. Uh oh. You can make scaffolding, and it's just super useful. So maybe we'll have to go maybe exploring here a little while. I really need a horse, right? I'm trying to think. I could probably craft myself a saddle. I think I still have that mod that allows me to craft a saddle. But then I've got to find a horse, and I've got to tame it, and then I can take it, and then I got to figure out a way not to get lost. And hopefully I can actually find a stupid forest or jungle, because the bamboo or the jungles always seem to be really hard to find. At least in my worlds. I don't know about you guys. Well, we're nearly done. The first few rings always take the longest because they're the biggest, but as you do this, the rings get smaller and you move on faster through it. And actually, we're pulling up a lot of building material, so maybe I could just build it out of cobblestone, and then someday I can update it to something else. I just want to get the thing built, you know? I'm tired of sleeping out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm tired of feeling like I'm gonna get jumped by a zombie any second. So definitely feel like security and safety is priority over looks at this point. But a big cobblestone building would definitely not be pretty. You can make it out of spruce. Got a whole bunch of spruce. I wish I had that atomic disassembler. That may be something that we have to do next, because chopping down trees. I mean, I could just make an axe out of iron. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. But there we go. We have built it. The roof, the floor of the first floor, because this is the basement, it's not the first floor. The ceiling of the first floor. No. The floor of the first floor, which is the ceiling of the basement, will be right there. So we have 1, 2, 3 blocks tall. And we can always dig down lower if we need to. So I think that this is just perfect. So let's get out of here. And it looks like, besides a spider over there, we're actually relatively safe right now. That's awesome. There we go. I just don't feel comfortable, you know, my bed is literally right there, and this is where the light line is. This is crazy. I've been neglectful of my lighting in my world for so long. There we go. This is good. Much better. Wow, look at that. My cows are practically in darkness at nighttime. There we go, little guys. You don't have to be scared now. I got you. There is clearly a cave or something like right there, because every time I'm here, I hear it. You guys hear that? It's crazy sounding. Alrighty then. Look at that hole in the ground, dude. Look at that. That's awesome. We didn't find anything super useful. I mean, we did find some iron and some coal, some andesite, some granite, but mostly just stone and wood and dirt. But there we go. That is going to be the size of our facility. Again, you know, sorting system, power infrastructure, home where we're going to be sleeping, obviously on the top floor. I mean, it's just going to be really great. So that's awesome. And then again, I get to showcase this too. If I wanted to make it bigger, I would use gold, and then I would need, for the next biggest step, I think would need diamond and glass, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but let's go ahead and take a sleep. That way it's not a constant threat of death during the outro. But there we go. Awesome. So things are looking up. Next time we'll be building, I'm just going to go ahead and build it out of, no, hold on. Watch this. Go ahead and grab this iron axe. We swing it one time on this giant spruce tree, and we get loads and loads and loads of wood. It does take the durability off of the iron axe, though. It does. Watch this. Boom. That's so awesome. I love that so much. I mean, it makes sense. You chop down a tree, you get it from the bottom, and it all falls, right? You shouldn't have this situation where you've got to chop down the tree and it defies the laws of gravity. Right? I just think that's silly. So, right there. There we go. And I actually got a full stack plus 26 spruce logs, not just from that tree. I had some from earlier, but there we go. So that's why I've got that there, and it creates this podzol stuff underneath it. So I don't necessarily want to put a whole bunch of them all over the place. but I like having one of them at least so that I can get quick wood, you know? And I just realized I'm going to need a lot more than that because this thing's going to be wide and tall. So... And I'm actually curious about something real quick, just for design purposes. I realize that we're over time now, but check this out. I'm curious. Let's just put that there, and then let's put that next to it. It's actually not bad. I could use spruce for literally everything and just use the cobblestone as like the flooring and the decor. Because obviously a wooden building is a lot more inviting than something that's made out of stone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably have to harvest some spruce or something off camera, or just, you know, we'll make it work. But for now, we got a giant hole in the ground and we're making progress. That is all for me for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button also if you haven't already for daily gaming videos. Remember that I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all again next time.